All right, Bobcat fans, we are here inside the halls of Hallsville ISD. This is the actual Teacher of the Week segment. This segment sponsored by Roof Masters and your local Hallsville Sonic. Today we are here with Mr. Kevin Osborn. Kevin, how are you today, man?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, man, and I'm going to go right into it, Kevin. Tell me a little bit about your educational career. How long you've been in education now?
So this is my second year teaching. First year in Hallsville. My first year teaching was right out of college. I taught at Clinton High School in Clinton, Oklahoma.
So how does one, Kevin, come from Oklahoma, especially on Red River Week, to Hallsville, Texas, man?
I just chasing the dream of life, I guess. Just moving along, seeing what doors I can open up.
So what do you actually do here at HISD?
I teach the ag mechanics portion of our FFA CTE department, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Right, cool. No, and so as an ag mechanic teacher on a daily basis, what are you doing with kids in the classroom?
Teaching them just about the processes of welding and what it takes to become a good welder and develop those skills so they can transfer that into their career after graduation.
Cool. And I need to know some personal stuff so the Bobcats at home listening to this can know a little bit more about you, Kevin. Heard we're getting married here shortly. Is that right?
Yeah, as long as she doesn't
run away.
Doesn't come to her senses.
He doesn't come to your senses. No, man, Kevin, and we're definitely glad to have you here working with our students. And from what I get out of this, we had a lot of athletes that came and nominated you, and that's actually an inside award that's got to mean something. Because it's one thing to have your peers nominate you. It's a whole other thing when the kids that you're working with. What does that mean to you, Kevin?
It just means a lot. It means that kids are enjoying coming to class, enjoy coming to my class in particular. It's always kind of tough being the new guy coming into a program that's so rich in history and a school that's so rich in history and success. It means a lot to me.
Cool. Now, we're going to get back into your personal stuff, Kevin. So, heard you were once Pistol Pete for Oklahoma State. Is that right, man?
Yeah, I was the mascot for 2 years. Did almost 800 appearances in those 2 years. Did everything from a gender reveal to a funeral.
I mean, I have to ask, though, I call the beard luxurious to my wife. She doesn't think of it as such. Did you have to wear a fake beard, man, or with that beard you guys pretty close to what Pistol Pete has, man?
Yeah, so we just had a head that covered everything, and nobody really saw it until I took the head off.
You took the head off,
Yeah.
So had that fake beard on. Now, what you said, gender reveal, did you have to pregame run out on the field? So I guess my question is how do we get Pistol Pete to appear at a Hallsville Bobcat game?
It'd be a long drive, but I think they could make it happen. We can look into it.
And look into it. Now, another question I got, man, is when working with kids on a daily basis, and what's your most favorite part about working with kids, and what's the hardest part of your job, Kevin?
I just like working with the kids and seeing their success. The way I've got class set up, you can see their weekly and daily progress on the metal they're welding on. So I like to see them grow on that and those skills develop. What was the second question?
Well, no, I mean, what's the hardest part of doing that, Kevin?
Hardest part is just trying to get it to where they can understand it. It's very tough to get. I can't tell them how to do something. They have to struggle with it, and get them to struggle with it is a tough part when learning how to lay a bead on a weld.
One of the things that I love about what HISD is doing, though, is so many schools concentrate too much on X, Y, and Z when learning and using learning schools, and now teaching kids to weld. I mean, that's a tool out there that there's not enough of, at least not good welders.
Yes.
And I know that so many of these kids are going to appreciate that going forward, Kevin. Kind of last question I have to you, man. You see yourself in 15 years here at Hallsville ISD. What are your goals for your classroom?
I just like to have success across the board in everything we do, whether if it's a kid learning how to weld or if we go to take a welding project to the Houston Livestock Show or to wherever we go. I just want students to succeed and do the best they can do. I don't care in what form it is.
Without a doubt, Kevin. Thank you, man, for joining us. Want to thank you, our sponsors, for listening to this segment. Guys, we will see y'all next time.